I'm going to talk about weather warnings. So, the upcoming pattern. So, there's some weather warning. There's some special weather statement. There's some heavy rain this weekend. It's going to be total rainfall amounts of 25 to 50 millimeters. It's going to go continue Saturday into Saturday night. So, there's some special weather statement. With this weather advisory, it started from Friday, April 3rd, 5:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to Friday, April 3rd, 9:17 p.m. And that's the weather warning for like Hamilton, Oakville, downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, Brampton, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Peterborough, Cobourg, Belleville, Orangeville, Newmarket, Stouffville, Barrie, Orlando, Virginia, Beverly Hills, Collingwood, Port Elgin, Hanover, Niagara Falls City, Niagara on the Lake, those cities. So most of cities actually, most of cities I usually say, except for one Lionshead Obey, Lionshead Obey actually. So let's look at Lionshead Obey. So Lionshead Obey is gonna get some 30 to 50 millimeters of rainfall. It's gonna continue this early this morning. It's an additional rainfall expected Saturday. It's some yellow warning, which is rainfall warning, which starts from Friday, April 3rd, 5:13 a.m. to Friday, April 3rd, 12:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's go. So let's do Port Elgin properties. So we can do properties, Port Elgin's other it's doesn't count. It's already done. So Wireton is gonna get some same thing as line said obey. So let's look at pressure patterns to be first. So accept it. 1020, 1060 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next 24 hours, which is API, April 4th. So 1004, 1008 holding. So 1012 millibars of pressure. Let's go to next 24 hours, which is 8 p.m. March 5th. So 1016, 1020, 1012 millibars of pressure. Let's go to 8 p.m. Monday, March 6th, April 6th. 1016, 1000 and nothing else. So let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. March 7th, April 7th, 1032, 1028 millibars, 1030 millibars of pressure. Let's look at precipitation pattern. It starts from 2 p.m. So Collingwood, start again. So Collingwood, Bombay, Stanby, Salaby, Milan, Alala, Georgia. Betty, Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Brampton, Orangewood, Downtown, Origin Hill, Niagara Falls City, Parkway. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rain, including Hanover, so Hanover, including Peterborough. So let's go to next hour, which is 5 p.m. There is something. So Scarborough, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Brampton, Orangewood, Downtown, Origin Hill, Newmarket. Journey Lines, Barrie, Alala, Midland, Collingwood, those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall to Peterborough. So let's go to Lingwood. So let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. There is something. So Peterborough is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of this passes. So 11 p.m. there is nothing else. 8 a.m. there is something. So let's start. Wait after this. So let's do line set. Line set it doesn't count. So Port Elgin on it's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 a.m. Line set wide southern Port Elgin. It's going to get some 6.25 millimeters of snowfall rainfall. Hopes Bay is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. Lingwu, Bombay, Stanby, Salaby. Beverly Hills is going to get some 0.25 millimeters, 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Uxbridge is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Stouffville, Stouffville, Newmarket, Orangeville is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Georgia, Betty, Olala, Midland. So let's go to next hour, which is okay. Let's do properly. There is nothing else. So Port Elgin, Donsel Hanover is going to get some 0.75, 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 2 p.m. Like said, Washington's gonna get some 6.25 millimeters, 12.5 millimeters rainfall. Boreals in Hanover, Palm Beach, and Beach, Saturday, Mainland's gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. So one city's all this missing, not missing, but Georgia, Beverly, Betty, Alala is going to get some. Peterborough is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters, 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So Uxbridge is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Belleville's gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Oshawa gets actually parts of it is 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Coburg parts of it is gonna be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So Newmarket Orange Hills Tofu is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, loading some reaching hill border line. So let's go to next tower. Hope's Way is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. Let's go to next tower, which is 5 p.m. So, like I said, Obey White Temple, Elton, Hanover, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, South Bay, Mainland is going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Eddie, Georgia, Beverly, so it's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Oshawa, Parkway is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Belleville is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Lala is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. Uxbridge is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Niagara Falls City is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall because parts of it. Let's look at Collingwood. It's going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next tower, which is 8 p.m. So, like I said, Obey Wire Temple in Hanover is going to get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. Collingwood, Bombay, Stanton Beach, Saturday, Mainland is going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Betty, Georgia, Oshawa, Uxbridge is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Parts of Scarborough, heaviest in Scarborough is going to get some 2.5 millimeters, light is 0.25. Sissaga, Oakville, Hamilton is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Brampton, Orangeville, downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket is going to get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall, including Beverly Hills. So let's go to next tower, which is 11 p.m. So, line said, Obey Whiteton, Conover, Collingwood, Bombay, Sunby, Salaby, Milan, Alala, Betty is gonna get some 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. So, let's 12.5 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to that's yeah this. So, Virginia, Beverly Hills, parts of Scarborough, Stouffville, and Toronto, Hill, Newmarket, Sissaga, Brampton, Orangeville, Oshawa, Uxbridge is going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Coburg is going to get some 2.5 millimeters. Peterborough, 6.25 millimeters, 2.5. Belleville, 6.25 millimeters. Niagara on the Lake is heaviest is 2.5 millimeters. Light is going to be 0.25 millimeters. Niagara Falls City heaviest 6.25. Lightest is 2.5 millimeters. Hamilton Oakville is going to get some. Oh, it's going to get some maybe. It's going to be 6.25. Yeah, lightest is going to be 2.5 millimeters. Millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to Boylston. It's going to get some 6.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to it is. So let's go to next tower, which is 8 a.m. There is something. So Coburg, Peterborough, Belleville, Oshawa, parts of it. Scarborough's going to get parts of Scarborough now, going to Niagara Falls City, Newmarket, Orange Hills, Stouffville. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's look at Bombay. It's the same thing, 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 11 a.m. So, Stouffville, Oshawa, Uxbridge going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Newmarket, Orange Hills, Stouffville. Port Elgin is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next tower, which is 2 p.m. So, Port Elgin, Hanover, line said, Palm Beach, Midland's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters snowfall, including Uxbridge. So let's go to next hour, which is 5 p.m. There is something. So oil origin on our line said obey white on Palm Beach, Mainland. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Now, City is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Balboa. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. So or Elgin, Hanover, Lineshead, Obey, Whiteton, Sotheby, Palm Beach, Midland, Betty, Georgia. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Niagara Falls City is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Babel. Let's go to next hour, which is 11 p.m. There is something so. Sotheby, Midland, Olala, Betty, Georgia, Babel, so on the way. There's it's going to be 0.25 millimeters of snow. How do we repeat it? Rose and Niagara Falls City Parts, right? Niagara Falls and Balboa is going to get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 a.m. There is something. So, Solid Bay, Mainland, Betty, Virginia, Baptist, Zalala. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, including parts of Niagara Falls City. Let's go to 11 a.m. Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Bombay, Salaby, Mainland, Honolulu, Betty, Virginia, Baptist, Scarborough, Port Snowfall, Joshua, Ipswich, Coburg, Peterborough. It's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snow, including Pasadena, Niagara on the lake, which is Newmarket, which Hill is going to get some 0.25 millimeters snowfall. So 2 p.m. So there is something. Port Elgin, Hanover, Collingwood, Betty, Virginia, Baptist, Honolulu, Mainland. Scarborough, Stouffer, Lashrock, Spage, Cobra, Peterborough is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall orange falls. So let's go to next hour, which is 5 p.m. So line said Obey Wharton, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Scarborough, Stouffer, Lashrock, Spage, Cobra, Peterborough is gonna get some orange falls. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Brampton. Or Mississauga, Niagara Falls City is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to 8 p.m. There is something. So Newmarket, Orangewood is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snow, including snowfall. So Brampton, Richmond Hill is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, including Niagara Falls City. So Burke, there's nothing. So Oshawa Parkway is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 11 p.m. So line said Obey Wartown Poyos and Hanover is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 a.m. So then 11 a.m. Line said Obey Wartown Poyos and Hanover, Bombay, Sunny Beach, Sotheby, where Lala Georgia is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters snowfall. Betty Bablas is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters snowfall, including Mississauga, Brampton, Orange World, downtown Toronto. It's going to get some 6.25. Between here is 6.25. Newmarket is 6.25. Scarborough Heavy is going to be 12.5 millimeters, and 6.25 millimeters is going to be 6.25 millimeters snowfall in Scarborough. So Saba is gonna get some heavy 6.25 light is gonna be 2.5 millimeters. Coburg is gonna get 2.5 millimeters. Peterborough is gonna get some 0.25. Coburg 0.25. Belleville 0.25. Hamilton Oakles 0.25. Heaviest in Niagara on the lake is gonna be 0.25 heavy. Heaviest in Niagara on the lake is 2.5 millimeters. Light is 0.25. Heaviest Niagara Falls is 2.5 and light is 0.25 millimeters. So let's go to Collingwood. It's 2.5 millimeters snowfall. Let's go to 11 a.m. Whiteton or Hobbs Bay. Boyles and Hanover lines it. But Collingwood, Bombay, Stanby, Salaby, Olala, Betty, Georgia, Burke, Peterborough, Belleville, Sissaga, Brampton, Oakville, Hamilton, and it's going to get some 0.25 millimeters snowfall. Niagara Falls City light is 0.25, heavy is 2.5 millimeters. Downtown Toronto Regional Market is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So Scarborough is gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. Oshawa is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Luke's Ridge is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So let's go to next Stouffville. Stouffville's gonna get some 6.25 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to Beverly Hills. It's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to 2 p.m. So Hamilton, Oakville, Sissaga, Brampton, Orange Hill, Toronto, Richmond, Newmarket, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Cobourg, Peterborough, Belleville. Those are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters snowfall, including Collingwood, Beverly Hills, and Georgia. Parts of Scarborough is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters snowfall, including Niagara Falls City. Snowfall is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. Niagara on the lake, Niagara Falls City is 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next hour with Georgia. Let's go to next hour, which is 5 p.m. There is something. Parts of Scarborough, Niagara on the lake, Niagara Falls City is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, including whatever. So let's go to 114 hours. Parts of Niagara Falls City 0.25 millimeters snowfall. Let's go to 117 hours. There is nothing else. So let's look at total precipitation. So let's look at rainfall. So starting from 8 p.m. So draw a line. So line says it's gonna get some 28 millimeters, 29 millimeters, Hope is 28 millimeters, Python 26 millimeters, Orioles is 25, Rhino is 24, Collingwood 30 millimeters, Luke B is 21 millimeters, Bombay is gonna get some 14 millimeters of rainfall, which is 17 millimeters, Midland and 15 millimeters. Thunder Bay is going to get some 21 millimeters. So Hamilton is 2 millimeters. Hopewell is going to get some 2 millimeters. Rancho 4 millimeters. Mississauga 2 millimeters. Down to Toronto 4 millimeters. Down to Toronto. Scarborough is 4 millimeters. Stouffville is 2 millimeters. Newmarket 4 millimeters. Orangeville is 6 millimeters. Uxbridge 3 millimeters. Oshawa is 2 millimeters. Peterborough 5 millimeters. Bubble 2 millimeters. So down to 4 millimeters. Scarborough is 3 millimeters. Georgia 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters. Beverly Hills is 7 millimeters. Red is 6 millimeters. LLS 8 millimeters. So let's go to next hour, which is Niagara Falls City 0.2 millimeters, 0.7 centimeters, light 0.2. So let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. There is something. So White 7 millimeters, line said it's gonna be 6 millimeters, Hope is 6 millimeters, Orioles is 6 millimeters, Hanover is gonna get some 8 millimeters, 7 millimeters. Lingwood's 11 millimeters, Sotheby, Thunderbee is gonna be 10 millimeters, Bombay is gonna get some 10 millimeters, Vinland 10 millimeters, 11, 12 millimeters, Georgia is gonna be in the 8, 9 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 9 millimeters, Fabulous is 9 millimeters, Verdi 12 millimeters, Salada is gonna get some 14 millimeters. Everywhere now first 9 millimeters, Hamilton, Oakville 6 millimeters, so Sissaga, Brampton 7 millimeters, Downtown 7 millimeters, Scarborough 8.5 millimeters, so for 10 millimeters, Newmarket is 8 millimeters, sorry, so 7 millimeters, Uxbridge 7 millimeters, Ashra is 11 millimeters, Peterborough is 1 millimeters, Cobourg 10 millimeters, Belleville 6 millimeters. So let's go to next hour, which is 5:10. Let's go to next hour, which is 8 p.m. Arlington 0.8 millimeters, Collingwood 0.8 millimeters, Sudbury 0.8 millimeters, Bombay 0.8 millimeters, 0.1 millimeters, Solala, Betty 1 millimeters, Beverly is 1 millimeter, Georgia is 2 millimeters, Line says it's gonna get some 0.7 millimeters, Hopsway is gonna get some 0.6 millimeters, Stouffville 1 millimeter, Scarborough 1 millimeters, Newmarket 1 millimeters, Orangeville 1 millimeters. Uxbridge 2 millimeters, Sasha 2 millimeters, Peterborough 1 millimeters, Cobourg 2 millimeters, Valvo 1 millimeters, Sissaga, Brampton is going to be 0.8 millimeters, 0.8 millimeters, 0.9 millimeters, Orangeville. So Mississauga is 0.7 millimeters, 0.8, which no, Brampton is 0.78. Down to Toronto is going to get some 78 millimeters, Richard Hills 1 millimeter, so only mark 1 millimeter. So Oshawa is 2 millimeters. Molten equal, or well, it's gonna get some light is 0.6. No, heavy is 0.6, light is 0.2. Niagara velocity 1 millimeters, Niagara on the lake 0.6 millimeters, most of it. So let's go to Port in 0.7 millimeters. Hanam is going to be 0.8 millimeters, super nine. So let's go to next tower. It is 1 millimeters. So let's go to next tower, which is APM. So Port Olson, Hanover, line said OB 3 millimeters, Collingwood 7 millimeters, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach 1 millimeter, Solid Beach 1 millimeters. It lands about 6 millimeters, Solid lands about 8 millimeters, where it is about it is 3 millimeters, Georgina 2 millimeters, Babylon is 5 millimeters. Everywhere Niagara Falls is gonna get some to 9.5 millimeters, Hamilton Oak 3 millimeters, Brampton 7 millimeters, Sissaga 7 millimeters, Downtown 18 millimeters. Scarborough 18 millimeters of rainfall. So let's look at Newmarket 7 millimeters. Orangeville is gonna get some 6 millimeters of 7 millimeters. Oaks 5 millimeters. South Shore is 6 millimeters. Peterborough 2 millimeters. Coburg 2 millimeters. Bravo 2 millimeters. Let's go to next. Watertown's 3 millimeters of rainfall. Let's go to next. Local Abyss is going to be 6 millimeters. Light is 3 millimeters. So let's go to next tower, which is there is no next tower, so let's look at air, not air temperature because it's some snowfall. So let's look at total snow. Let's look at total snowfall. So Boyles is 2 centimeters above 1. Hanover is going to get some 2.1 centimeters. Collingwood 0.3 centimeters. Lineshead OB is going to get some 0.5 centimeters. Bombay 0.5 centimeters. Sunbury 0.7 centimeters. Manila 0.7 centimeters. Ottawa 0.6 3 millimeters, centimeters, where it is about 4, Georgina 0.3 centimeters, Ooks is 1 centimeter, Speedway is 0.2 centimeters, so Salisbury is 0.7 centimeters. Let's go to Wartown 1.6 centimeters. So let's go to next tower, which is EPM. Or Elgin 0.5 centimeters, Lineshead OB 0.5 centimeters, Collingwood 1 centimeters, Super 8 centimeters is going to be 0.8 centimeters all the way. Milan is going to be 0.69 centimeters. Bombi 0.8 centimeters. Centimeters 0.3 centimeters. Everywhere Nag for 0.45 55 centimeters. Ranton 0.3 centimeters. Tofu 0.1.2 centimeters. Scarborough 0.75 centimeters. Newmarket 0.1.2 centimeters. Orange 1.1 centimeters. Wilkesville 1.2 centimeters. Ashai 1.5 centimeters. Peterborough 1.4 centimeters. Coburg 1.4 centimeters. Bravo 0.9 centimeters. So the Bison 0.4 centimeters. Hanover 0.5 centimeters of snowfall. Let's go to next tower, which is 0.2 centimeters. Mississauga. It is going to be 1.4 centimeters. 5. Georgina is going to get some 1.8 centimeters of snowfall. Could be Beverly is 1.3 centimeters. Allow 1.5 centimeters, 4 centimeters. So let's go to next tower, which is 114 towers. So Scarborough is going to get some 17.3 centimeters. So for 30.2 centimeters, that's 17.3 centimeters. So Richmond Hill is going to get some fourth lightest blue, which is actually fourth, fifth lightest blue, which is 10 centimeters. No, Richmond Hills, Brampton 6.6, Mississauga 6.5 centimeters, Newmarket 7.4 centimeters. Orange Hill is going to get some beginning of it, which is going to get some somewhere in the middle of 5 at 10 centimeters. So 5, so it's going to be 6 centimeters. 6 with 6.4, 5.4 centimeters. 1.9 is a Peterborough, Coburg with 2.4, and Archer is 1.8, Belfast 1.6. Hamilton is 1.8 centimeters, Oak 1.8 centimeters. Everywhere in Niagara Falls is going to be 6, 8, 75, 77.5 centimeters. So let's look at Georgia. It's going to get some 3.1 centimeters. Dwyberry is 3.1 centimeters. Beverly Hills is going to be 5.3 centimeters. Solana is going to get some 0.6 centimeters, including Milan. Bombay centimeters is going to be 1.3 centimeters. Jose is going to get some 3.3 centimeters. So line says 3.3 centimeters, whereas it's 2.6 centimeters. Hanover is gonna get some 2.6 centimeters of snowfall, so that's 3.2 centimeters. Let's go to Sitsaga. It's gonna get some 4.2 centimeters of snowfall. So let's go to rain. So gonna say total freezing rain. So total freezing rain. Hope's Way is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of freezing rain. So let's yeah. Let's look at air temperature pattern. So Hope's Way is 6 degrees, 4 hours is 6 degrees, 8 degrees, 7 degrees in the onward, 8 degrees. Collingwood 11 degrees, Whiteton 8 degrees. Hope's Way 6 degrees. So let's go to Palm Beach. It's gonna be 6 degrees. Thunder Beach is gonna get some 3 degrees. Three degrees is Thunder Beach. South Beach is gonna get some 5 degrees. Inland is gonna get some 6, 7 degrees, 8 degrees. Or the last to 12 degrees. Barry is gonna be 14 degrees. Georgina is 10 degrees. Beverly Hills is gonna get some 16 degrees. Everywhere in Aqua 20.5 degrees, Hamilton Ogle 15 degrees, Brampton 19 degrees, Mississauga 16 degrees, Dutcher 17 degrees, Scarborough 18 degrees, Topher 19 degrees, on Newmarket 18 degrees, Sunnysville 17 degrees, Wilkesville 19 degrees, Satchel 19 degrees, Peterborough 19 degrees, Coburg 12 degrees, Balboa 17 degrees. So let's go to next hour, which is 7 a.m., which is April the 4th. So line said obey wartime periods anonymous 1 degrees. Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, South Bay 1 degrees, Midland 0 degrees. Lingmore -1 degrees, Newmarket, Orangewood was 0 degrees, Wilkesville 0 degrees, Georgia, Barry's 1 degree, Solala -1 degrees, Webb 1 degrees, so everywhere in Falls 2.5 degrees, Hamilton Oakles 2 degrees, Sissaga, Brampton 2 degrees, Dunedin 2 degrees, Scarborough 1.5 degrees, Stowe 1 degrees. Oshawa 1 degrees, Peterborough 0 degrees, Peterborough 1 degrees, Coburg 1 degrees, Coburg 1 degrees, Peterborough was 0 degrees, Balboa 1 degrees. So let's go to next hour, which is 3 p.m. So there is something. So line said obey 2 degrees, Collingwood 4 degrees, Boylston 8 degrees, Hanover is 9 degrees, Palm Beach 4 degrees, South Bay 4 degrees, Dunedin Beach 3 degrees, and then 4 degrees, Solala 5 degrees, Barry 5 degrees, Georgina 5 degrees, Babylon 6 degrees, Ranton 6 degrees, Mississauga 4 degrees, 5 degrees, Down under 4 degrees, Scarborough 4.5 degrees, Dover 5 degrees, Newmarket Orange 5 6 degrees, Wilkesville 6 degrees, Sasha 6 degrees, Peterborough 7 degrees, Coburg 6 degrees, by 9 degrees of Melbourne, Hamilton Oakles 4 degrees, everywhere in Niagara Falls gonna be 14.5 degrees. Actually 50 degrees, but around. So let's go to Twin Hills, which is going to be 6 degrees. So it's like 5.5 degrees. So let's go to White at 6 degrees. So Jadidi is done, Beverly is the berry, all of that's done. So let's go to next hour, which is 70 a.m. So line said obey White temperatures in Hanover is 2 degrees, Collingwood 3 degrees, Bombay 3 degrees, Stallery 3 degrees, Dutterby 3 degrees, 2 degrees, 3 degrees in Milan, on the left, 4 degrees, 3 degrees, 4 degrees, Barry 4 degrees, Georgia 4 degrees, Babylon 4 degrees, everywhere in 7 degrees, Hamilton Ogle 6 degrees, Sissaga, Brampton 6 degrees, Downtown under 6 degrees, Scarborough 5.5 degrees, Topher 5 degrees, Newmarket 5 degrees, Sunnysville 4 degrees, Wilkesville 5 degrees, Oshawa 6 degrees, Peterborough 5 degrees, Coburg 5 degrees, Balboa 6, 7 degrees. This is August 6 degrees, so I'll go 6 degrees. So let's go to the next tower, which is. So let's go to the next tower, which is 3 p.m. Nine said Obi, White Temple Roads in Hanover, 1 degrees, Collingwood 2 degrees, Palm Beach 2 degrees, Solid Beach 2 degrees, Dunedin Beach 1 degree, Georgia is going to be 3 degrees, Babylon is 4 degrees, Barry's 3 degrees, or the last 3 degrees. Everywhere in Niagara Falls is 6 degrees. Hamilton Ogle 6 degrees. Brampton 5 degrees. Mississauga City 5 degrees. Dutcher 5 degrees. Stowe 5 degrees. Scarborough 5 degrees. Newmarket Orange 4 degrees. Wilkesville 4 degrees. Oshawa 6 degrees. Peterborough 4 degrees. Coburg 5 degrees, Bravo 7 degrees. So let's go to the next hour, which is 7 a.m. So, Whitehall -1 degrees, Langside Obi -1 degrees, Royals is -0 degrees, Hanover is -1 degrees, Hollingwood is -1 degrees, Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Sotheby, Midland 0 degrees. Georgia is going to be 1 degrees, Babylon is ready on the left for -1 degrees. Newmarket Orange -1 degrees, everywhere in Ann Falls to 1.5 degrees, Hamilton Ogle 1 degrees. Ranton, Mississauga 1 degrees, Alberta 1 degrees, Stover 1 0 degrees, Scarborough 1 degrees, Oshawa 1 0 degrees, -1, Peterborough, Coburg 1 degrees, Balboa 1 -1 degrees. So let's go to the next hour, which is right up there, by the way. So let's look at 3 p.m. It is Sunday, so Boylston 3 degrees, Hanover is gonna be 4 degrees, Lineside Obi 4 degrees, Collingwood 2 degrees, Bomb Beach 2 degrees, Solid Beach 3 degrees, Thunder Beach 1 degrees, 11 4 degrees, on the left 5 degrees, Ready 4 degrees, Georgia 4 degrees, Babylon 5 degrees, 4 degrees. Everywhere Nine for 6 degrees, Hamilton Oakles 5 degrees, Brampton 5 degrees, Mississauga 4 degrees, 5 degrees, Starter 4 degrees, Tofu 5 degrees, Scarborough 4.5 degrees, the market also 5 degrees, Uxbridge 4 degrees, 4 degrees, Adasha, Peterborough 5 degrees, Coburg 3 degrees, Balboa 5 degrees. So let's go to next hour, which is 8 a.m. Whiteham -4 degrees, 4 houses -3, Ottawa -4, 2.5 degrees, Collingwood 2 -2, Bomb East, Thunder Beach -3 degrees, -3 is Solid Bay, Midland -3 degrees. So let's look at Georgia. Georgia -1, Beverly Hills -2, Betty -2, Alala -2 degrees. Everywhere in the about 0.5 degrees, Hamilton Oakles 1 degrees, Brampton 0 degrees, Mississauga 1 degrees, Downtown 1 0 degrees, Scarborough -0.5 degrees, Stowe 0 -1 degrees, Newmarket Orangeville -2 degrees, Uxbridge -1 degrees, Oshawa 0 degrees, -1 2 is in Peterborough, Coburg 0 degrees, Balboa by 2 degrees. So let's go to next hour, which is -1. So let's go to next hour, which is Hope's Wave -4 degrees, License -5 degrees. So let's go to next hour, which is 2 p.m. Boyles in -2 degrees, Hanoi is going to be -2 degrees, 1.5 X-ray -2 is in Whitehall. Hope's Way -4, License is going to get some -3 degrees, Collingwood -4 degrees, Thunder Breeze -4 degrees, Midland -3 degrees, Solomon -1 degrees, -2 degrees, Midland 1 degrees, Solala 1 degrees, Georgia -1 degrees, -1, Babylon is Betty -1 degrees. -2 Newmarket Orange World. Uxbridge -2 degrees. Everywhere in Agfast 1 degrees. Hamilton Ogle 2 degrees. Ranton 0 degrees. Mississauga 1 degrees. Darlington 1 degrees. Scarborough 0 degrees. Stowe 1 degrees. Oshawa 1 degrees. Peterborough 1 degrees. Coburg 1 degrees. Balboa 4 degrees. Oakland again 1 degrees. Oakland again is 2 degrees. So hope Jay is gonna get some already done. So this is the end of the video.